Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hall of Fame success story of the Growth Leadership Hub. We have a wonderful guest with us who is our community member for 1 year or so. Welcome, Amit, in this success story session with us to inspire people in the community and outside the community.
Hi, thank you, Rakesh. Hi, leaders.
Okay, so Amit, before we start, as usual in every success story, we always want to understand about you, more for the audience's perspective who are watching you on the recording as well. So, what is your background from where you're coming from?
I am into ERP, SAP functional side. And since I start my career, I'm into this.
Mhm.
And I've got around total of 21 plus, almost I would say 22 years of experience now. And it's all through SAP. And I have a mix of a product plus consulting industry experience, more of the consulting industry experience, global consultancy. My last company, in fact, was a consulting organization. So just recently, I got a new job and we will talk more on it. So that is about me till this point.
Thank you very much, Amit, for sharing that. Now, mostly at the 21 years of experience, most of the mid-career professional think that they've been through the cycle, experience, established themselves. They know what industry works, how industry works, and so on and so forth.
Mhm.
What was your situation when you joined us?
The situation that I was in before joining your coaching was a stagnancy, a prolonged stagnancy in my career, in the position that I held, from the finance part also. So there was a big stagnancy I was facing, and I tried several ways to get out of it, but I'm not sure. I was not coming up from it. Rather than I was feeling I was falling in the pit. No matter how I
Right.
gave myself as a positive assurance that yeah, I'm going to get up from this, but it was just momentarily and it was not consistent. So that is what I was before starting your coaching.
Okay. Thank you very much for sharing that because you might be resonating a lot of people who are not saying this. Okay. And they feel like this, but they don't open up so much like you have done that. So I understand when I started this journey to empower the mid-career professionals, what was in my mind was what I was facing in my career as well, which was the prolonged stagnancy for a long period of time with respect to the finance, as well as with respect to the positions as well. So that is something which has been the, I would say, the ongoing challenges which are going to be there for the mid-career professional. Now, you have been there through the process. How has been your journey so far?
Sure. So I said my earlier ways, the state, right? So when I joined ELC, I had first joined as a camps, the basic membership. And later on, I joined your Sunday session in which you take us through all the benefits. It's not just the career, but the wholesome growth as a person, as a world-class leader. And that resonated much with me. And I was in, you can say, dire need of some motivation and some consistent factors that would help me get out of the stagnancy.
Absolutely.
So with all that faith, I had I thought let us first join for 1 year. Okay, I skipped the gold membership, which was called then the middle part. I joined directly from CAM to the ELC. It was called Diamond that time. So I joined for the part of 1 year, for the duration of 1 year. And yes, it was very eye-opening sessions that I attended with you every Saturday, the dedicated sessions that you give it to us, all leaders. Along with that, one interesting aspects that I would say is the community part
Mm,
of the ELC that helped me to a greater extent, sensing that there are many people around me who are just like me. They
absolutely.
have already progressed to a certain level.
True.
Some of them are at the same level with me, who have that aspirations to go ahead to reach that level. It feels great when we have a company with us, that we are not alone and we are together in this path of progress. That gives a certain motivation factor, and the topics that are covered in all the agendas of these Hive calls are great motivation factors. So that I would say have highly inspired me throughout.
Excellent. Thank you very much for sharing that community factor, which is the, I would say it is the differentiating factor for the ELC so far, and it has proved to be the most beneficial elements in the entire success of the ELC as well. So,
Correct.
uh, coming to that factors which has helped you. Okay, now you are here as a Hall of Fame success story. So, I'm sure people are curious to know about your success. So, when you started off, you
Correct.
said that you were stagnant in the monetary terms as well. So, what has changed now
Yeah.
into your success?
Yeah, sure. So I would like to elaborate these things on what has changed. So there are multiple things that I get to learn in, or all the leaders along with me get to learn in ELC. There are certain factors which particularly help me in this success for which we are talking right now. First of all, I would say the visualization part of it. One of the very few sessions that I attended first, I learned about FTBA, which was feeling, thoughts, beliefs,
Belief in
and
actions.
actions.
Yes,
What before FTBA and the after part of the FTBA. It immensely helped me to do this exercise. It is not just a theoretical exercise; it's practical, and it's more beneficial if you give more from you into it.
absolutely,
The more you give to it, the more you get out of it, is
excellent.
what I would say. The visualization part of it, which you shared, the video of YouTube, it was immensely beneficial. How a person would visualize things. It's a simple fact. Most of the time we ignore it. That
Mm,
visualization is something which we need to trigger ourselves to achieve
absolutely.
certain things.
Yes.
And along with that, also the interview attending the interview part of it, how to crack the interview in a most scientific way. Okay, that helped me answering the questions in a SMART smart manner. That helped me. The latest technology part of it, how we need to leverage the AI to get ahead into our progress. That also helped me much. So all these factors, came together, and I was able to utilize them to achieve this milestone that I'm onto right now.
Okay. So what is that milestone?
Sure. So I 1 month back, okay, 1 month back, I got a new job as a deputy general manager,
Wow,
IT applications. And I have shifted from IT consultancy to a manufacturing industry.
excellent.
And the strong point here is I am directly reporting to Chief Information Officer in my
Oh,
job now.
and how does it compare to your previous one?
In my previous one, there was lack of visibility. There was since I was working from home, I would say there was nobody to take cognizance of what I'm doing as such,
Absolutely.
and it was lost in the crowd kind of atmosphere.
Okay.
Since I was working from home, and there was no fixed office where all the team used to meet. It was the touch-based locations and certain territory-based offices. So as compared to now, it's a close-knit culture, and I have to go to office regularly, 5 days a week. And as I say, I directly report to CIO, high visibility there. Uh, our CEO sits in the same office where I sit. I got to interact with him also frequently
Very
because my
nice.
CEO accompanies me or asks me to accompany with her in the board meetings as well. That is a great exposure, I would say.
Excellent.
And where I sit, just beside it, there is line of cabins where all CXO are sitting.
Wow.
So what more I would ask in the visibility terms?
Excellent. And how did it help you in financial terms as well? Because you were stagnant there.
Sure, yeah, definitely. I was coming to it, financial part of it, right? So, the basic salary part of it, if I would say, in my new job, I got about 43% hike in my basic salary from my previous one in this job, and overall, I have got 72% as my overall package, overall CTC.
So how do you feel now
I
compared to
feel,
the previous one?
I feel elated. I feel more euphoric. I feel more enthusiastic. I feel more. I feel the new job is more interesting now. It's more physical in terms of what was virtual than earlier. I get to see my teammates physically now, face to face, personally. It's not just the teammates; it's also the vendors, the service providers that we have hired. I get to interact with them, so it's crossing the boundaries that my stakeholders I used to handle earlier.
Hmm.
uh, the CXO levels that I mentioned earlier is definitely a plus point, which I would like to leverage going forward. So
Absolutely.
all these things are the additional points, are the salient features which I am getting right now in my new job, which they weren't in my previous one.
Excellent. And if I have to ask you, okay, pick up only 3 points, maybe in terms of the skill, maybe the community, or in terms of anything, if you have to tell that it just contributed to this success, what would that be?
Okay. So just 3 points. I would say branding on LinkedIn.
Hmm.
It helped me a lot. Uh, The part of visualization that you teach, it helped me a lot. And the part of stakeholder management, which I would say I'm just a beginner at it, but it still helped me a lot.
Great.
Being said, all these things, I've been learning these things consistently whenever I get time. But all the more, many things are there to learn, and still I feel that I've just scratched the surface. Many things to learn.
Okay, wonderful. Now that's the learning attitude that we are looking for as well, becoming a student in the journey. Now, if you have to probably give a message to our own community members, we have more than 6,000 people now across 10 countries, and they are all wanting to reach to a position where you have reached. Honestly, they all look forward to becoming an executive, reporting to the CXO, have that exposure to the CXOs level that you have. Okay, what would be your message to people who are just sitting on the cam level, like you started off at the base level as well, and they are just
Yeah.
waiting for things to happen for them, or probably giving up so soon, and probably not working with the community and be in that journey? What would be your message for them?
Based on my experience, Rakesh, I would say it's always it's human nature to doubt anything.
Of course.
And from the video that you shared with us, the strangest secret, the narrator also says our doubts are traitors. They
Yes.
never they never help us to get the best out of us.
True.
So we need to get above over and above our doubts, see what we want to achieve. First of all, visualize what we want to achieve,
Hmm.
and what is that thing we want to achieve, and how we ourselves alone in our journey have come to it. Have we achieved
True.
that thing? How far we have reached in those achievements? If not, then it's time that you have cognizance of that fact. You need some handholding, and it's not shyness to say that you need some assistance in your progress.
Hmm.
It's not something to hide that you need a coach or you need a mentor. I've read that many great people have their mentors.
Absolutely.
So why not accept that fact and just give it a try the way I did. Go through this journey, come up with your blind spots. Let somebody as your coach, as your mentor, help you guide that way. Throw the lights on that blind spot, help you identify them, make you work on them, see the results. You may not be achieve all your results, all your goals overnight or in a month or maybe in a year as well, but you have to, I would say, have faith
Absolutely.
on the process, as you say, and surrender to the process. I myself am a fan of process. So when you say that you have to surrender to the process, I resonated with that line. So I still surrender to the process, and whenever I feel that I'm deviating from that aspect, I do watch your videos. Very
Excellent.
inspiring. It helps me to bring back me on track.
Thank you very much
So
for that, Amit.
that is my message. Yeah.
Okay. So, when you started off, I'm sure you told me that with the 20 years, you were also kind of in the mode where you were thinking, I can figure it out. I'll try some of the things which is working for my colleagues or friends or relatives, and I'll probably figure it out myself. Okay.
Yeah.
That's been the trend for all the mid-career professionals who have grown through the journey of experience and so on and so forth.
Mhm.
Nothing wrong with it. But what I have seen over a period of last 5 years or so, that the dynamics are changing, and it's changing so fast that we can't catch up with that. Okay. So what is
Correct.
your advice to the people who are sitting on the edges or the fence, mid-career professionals just like you and I, who are having some 10 plus years of experience, and they are sitting and waiting for things to turn up in their favor? They keep trying a lot of things, but remaining into that stagnancy zone without realizing the loss that they are incurring because of the stagnancy. What would be your advice for them? Because I'm sure you must have realized at a certain point in your career, enough is enough. I need to probably get out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. The best point to start was yesterday, is I would say, to everyone. I've been hearing this from many channels, many sources, that this is the era that we are living in, is the fastest era that we are
Oh, yes.
progressing.
Absolutely.
In good terms as well as in bad terms. In good terms, I will say man landed on moon in 1960, 69. From that time till 2000, very few missions have occurred to go on spatial missions, okay? And since 2000 till now, we have frequent missions to moon, Mars, and space and all those things. New technology coming up, robotics coming up, AI, ML coming up. somewhere it happens that just to be a normal human being is not enough.
Hmm.
Somewhere it is we need to accept that we need to have all these capabilities, all this knowledge. We need to get the understanding of all these facts and get ourselves ahead of this, get
Absolutely.
ourselves along with it instead of getting left behind, and then above all cursing ourselves for this or cursing the circumstances.
True.
So don't overlook this fact, I would say, is my message. The bad part of it, maybe this is not related to the thing that we are talking. The bad part of it, we are just now I read somewhere that this is the fastest extinction that is happening from the
Yes.
past four extinctions that has happened.
Oh.
I would not want the anxiety to be built up, but that is the thing. If so, I would say if not now, then when?
True.
You
Agree.
want to achieve your goals, you want to achieve them faster. If not now, then when? You know that you alone are not capable to achieve this since past 15, 20 years, 25 years. Then what other ways you have? What or what goes of yours if you have a coach, if you have a mentor handholding you, helping you in your career journey, helping you to achieve your goals, giving your community, what else you need? So my message would be, as I said, the right time was yesterday. So it's the high time that we start now.
Thank you very much for sharing that message, Amit. And while I've seen your journey very closely, right, and I'm always proud of the fact that although some of the things that you have already learned previously, you have tried a lot of things as well. You have never actually stayed away from accepting the fact that you are ready to surrender to the process, as you mentioned, right? And this success that you have achieved with the 72% hike and the visibility kind of role that you have received as well, it's a testimony to all this efforts that you have put in the last few months or so. So I would definitely be very proud of your journey and very proud and happy for your success, as well as wishing you more and more milestones that you have about your vision as well. Okay, and look forward to have you again in this Hall of Fame once you actually cross the next milestone.
Sure, Rakesh. As you said, this is a journey, and I also feel it has just started. So I'm also looking forward.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for being there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this video and you're getting inspired, please do share what are your top three learning from Amit. And if you want to be a part of our tribe that is actually growing exponentially right now, please check the link below in this video and you'll be able to actually meet me live in my masterclass where you'll be learning how to strategically actually grow your career to that level. Look forward to see you in my tribe and all the best while you're watching this video and getting inspired by Amit as well. Thank you very much, Amit, for being on the success story version of it, and look forward to see you in the next level.
My pleasure, definitely. Thanks, Rakesh.
Thank you very much, guys, and see you very soon.